Yeah.
Not just watch.
Not just watch. Keep talking, keep talking. This is nice.
And
Chayo. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chayo. Chayo. Let's go.
we are young. We will study.
Okay, you. Okay, one, you are young. Okay, you said you need to learn from the movie, right?
Yes.
Learn from watching. Okay, let me just say from watching. Watching anything, okay? Watching even a movie, all right?
Okay.
Watching a movie, you can watch TV, you can watch, it can be a TV, it can be teacher, anything, but as long as it's good. Number 3. And be careful, this part here, I'm telling you, this young part here is very important. Like as I said, at the age of 7, not even 7, from 3, no, even from a baby to let's say 7, no, 7 but naughty, too much naughty. Let's say 6 or 5. Okay, it was just a 7, but mostly, 6, 5, I think it's okay. So when you are a baby, the first word you learn is either ma, mama, or daddy, right? Am I right? Or papa, And the child, okay, the funny thing about a baby is that a baby wants to learn, wants to know, who are you? Who is this? Oh, the baby knows that's my father, that's my mother. Because the first person that the baby saw was the mommy. First person. So wants to know, what's his name? What's her name? This is me, And I need somebody to take care of me because I can't walk. I need somebody to hold me. You see that part? That's why when you're old, you're like, hey, there's nobody, I don't want anybody to hold me. So I can't learn from you. That's why some older students, right? Older students are very, I'm going to use the word arrogant or ignorant. Arrogant. Look for the word arrogant. A-R-R-O-G-A-N-T. Arrogant. What does it mean?
A-R-R-O.
Yes, A-R-R.
G-A-N-T.
Yeah, G-A-N-T. What does it mean? In Chinese, what is it in Chinese? Exactly. Arrogant.
Arrogant.
Yes, arrogant. Because why? They know they don't eat me. Their parents buy them food, so they don't care. Because they're old. They're old kids, That's why most of the time you're like, I don't need anything from Bonny. Because he doesn't buy me food. But you forget a very important thing. I may know something that your parents does not know. That's why your parents paying money, and your parents are rich. Me, I'm not rich. My job is to do the work that your parents cannot do. That's one thing you should know. Why if your parents at the time, they would say, don't go to school, I can teach you at home. Yes, but they have money, they're putting too much, they know, they have knowledge. Listen, they have knowledge about making money. But they don't have knowledge, or if they have knowledge, they don't want to do it. There are many parents actually knows how to teach. You know that?
No.
No, listen. Do you know the best teacher in the world are mom and dad? Did you know that?
Yes.
Yes. The best teacher is not me, it's not Frida, it's not Wendy, it's not anybody. Yes, exactly. The best teacher is your mother and your father. We always tell them.
Teach you what?
Okay, teach you what? They pay your school fees. They teach you that you go to school. They teach you, okay, you learn the first word from your mom. What are the words you learned? The first words you learned from your mother? Do you remember? Yeah.
What's your
What
word?
are they? Give me 5 words you learned from your mother, especially when you're growing up.
Teach me eat.
Yeah, of course. Because if you don't know how to eat, you'll be hungry. You'll die from hunger.
I'm
Yeah, and you die. Yeah. What did you learn from it? Not only words, but so many things that you learned from your mother. First, 5 words. I mean, not words only, but 5 things that you learned.
Teach me go to toilet.
Exactly. How to use the toilet. Exactly.
Toilet.
Your mom taught you how to use the toilet. Imagine if your mom was not there. I cannot teach you to use the toilet. Hell no. Hell no.
chopsticks.
That job is your mom's job.
Learn
It's not my
use-
job to teach you how to. It's not Frida's job to teach you how to use a toilet.
I
So
learn.
dirty.
Exactly.
how to-
So that's why I said the best teacher, because your mother. Your mom is the best teacher in the world.
And
And what? Yes. You see, that is like using a toilet. This is important. Parents.
I learned to use chopsticks.
Aha. Exactly. So my mother didn't teach me how to use the chopsticks. I don't even know how to use chopsticks. When I try to use chopsticks, people will be looking at me and taking pictures, because videos. So you see, now imagine if you didn't know how to use the chopsticks. You just look at the food like this. Your mama is like, eat,
Use
eat.
your hand.
You even use it badly. You just grab the food like this, like a monster. Like that. It's not. People gonna call like, whose child is this? So using a toilet, parents are the best teachers.
Use fork.
Fork, right?
No fork.
No, maybe there's no fork, only chopsticks.
Yes.
Fork.
Maybe only chopsticks.
Spoon.
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 So, anyways, to cut the long story short, do not watch a movie without listening, by watching, seeing the movie, and not just being excited. You should learn, you should be excited, you should understand, you should be happy when you watch a movie. When you watch a movie 3-4 times, you should learn to understand the movie and learn from the movie. What is it that you need to learn from the movie? It's not only happiness. You also need to learn the language, the culture. The culture. Like I said, panda is from China, right? You understand this? Panda is from China. And in that movie, they are talking about noodles. They're talking about, you can see what they're wearing. What is that? That looks like a duck. What's that? What you call that?
My animals.
Yes, ma?
Huh?
That looks like a duck. That it's wearing that hat. That hat is a traditional hat in China. It's in some parts of Africa also they do. Not Africa, but some countries in or on the African continent, they also use that hat. So it's a traditional, it's cultural, it's the language is in English because the movie was shot or made either in Beijing or Shanghai, or it was made in Hollywood, Los Angeles. Goose, yes. That's the word we were looking for last time.
No, this is not a duck, it's goose.
It's a goose, yes. Goose is one, right? If there are two,
G-E-E.
no, geese.
Geese.
Check the geese, yes, geese.
Geese.
G-E-E.
Yeah, it's like this. Should be like this. Yes. If there are more than one. So that's what you were supposed to. When I asked you, tell me about panda. I mean the panda, Kung Fu Panda. You're supposed to say to start talking about this. Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda. Thank you, teacher, for asking us to explain more about Kung Fu Panda. Then you were supposed to start by saying, oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda, it's the title of the movie or the name. The name of the movie is called Kung Fu Panda, right? Then this movie is very nice movie and it makes me happy. I understand the movie and the characters in the movie. And you can mention those Ogay and Kay and who else? Who else? And if Paul, yes, and what else? Who else? Tigris. Yes. You see, I didn't even watch much of that movie. You guys know so much about that movie. So you can mention all these things, and you can mention the characters. These are animals. You see, you're talking, right? These are characters. Because remember, this is ESL class, and ESL class is dealing more of phonics, pronunciation, all these things, and confidence, and to be able to speak English by the vocabulary and other things. But when you go to grade 10, which you are going next month or next year, or in September, you are going to do IELTS, and IELTS demands more of vocabulary. You gotta have a very, very wide and rich vocabulary, and you gotta have a confidence, because there you're gonna learn everything in English. It depends when you get as the teacher they want you guys to get to give you guys. It depends with that person. And the good thing is you also have an English teacher, so you don't only have a IELTS teacher, but you also have an English teacher, the Chinese teacher. So you are lucky to have such. And again, you are lucky to have some of the subjects are taught in English. Math is in English, mechanics is in English, chemistry, accounting, all these that are in English. And that's why I say, when I speak to the students, they say, no, I'm going to accounting class. I say, accounting is in English. That is why you cannot run away from English language, because it's everywhere. It's embedded. It's everywhere. Okay, only in China that this bottle here is not in English. Okay, because it's here, it's in China. But if you get out of here and you go to other countries, in African countries where they have many countries that speak English, everything is written in English in those countries. If you go to Uganda, you go to Kenya, you go to Zimbabwe, you go to South Africa, you go to Malawi, you go to Zambia, you go to Namibia, Lesotho, Swaziland, Nigeria, Ghana, you go to other countries like, what can I say, Rwanda also, now they are also into English, Uganda, South Sudan, many countries in Africa, they make use of English. In Europe, it's just a few countries, and some countries are only adopting now, but the African continent has more countries that speak English than Europe. Okay? Europe, because some, they speak what? French, Spanish, Italian. It's only Britain that they speak English, right? And other United Kingdom countries, South Wales and Scotland and Ireland, Northern Ireland, these are only countries that, and most of them, they speak all the English. So what you gotta understand, you are going to UK, all right? Next month, July. You're going to UK in July. When you arrive there, no Chinese words, my bro.
No. Chinese.
Unless you buy all you buy all the water in China and then you take it to UK. You buy all the food in Chinese food, you take it to UK. But if you go there and you're going to live with a, excuse me, you're going to live with maybe a Chinese family that speaks English, or you're going to live with an English family that speaks English, and everything is in English. Buses, everything is in English. And when you finish your high school, grade 12, all the Chinese students go to, the Chinese students that actually are from a rich family, they all travel to outside. They all travel to other
Do you know Chinatown?
The Chinatown is everywhere. In that's
So we don't need to speak English.
No, they do. People that are working, no, they're also English people that are working in the Chinatown. The Chinese people also employ some white people. Okay? It's just like, okay, Chinatown is everywhere, right? You know this, right? Everywhere in Europe, wherever there's a Chinatown. Okay? In countries like South Africa, there's a Chinatown. If you go there, the Chinese people learn English faster, and you're gonna find somebody here, a black person or an African or a colored person that speaks English. And the Chinese gives a job to a black person who speaks English, because the Chinese cannot speak English. So when you go there to buy something, you're going to meet a black person who is there speaking English to you. Or the owner of the shop is gonna say, "Oh, ni hao, you're from China. What are you doing here?" But I don't think they're gonna take you to Chinatown, because you're already from China. Why you move from here and then you want to go to Chinatown? You have to learn the culture of United Kingdom. You have to learn about their food. That's what you need to do. My point here was that You gotta learn. Don't watch a movie without having understanding why you're watching the movie. Why do you want to watch the movie? It's an exciting movie. That's the place to learn. That's the place to learn. If you see, oh, I love Kung Fu Panda. I love Kung Fu Panda. It means that, wow, that's opportunity. That's the time. That's the time to learn from that. Because if anything else that makes you very happy and makes you excited, then you can learn faster. It's just like having a good teacher. If there's a teacher, foreign teacher that you like, right? You like him so much. Don't waste time to forget that, oh, if he's a good teacher to us, then we can learn more from him or her. That's the whole idea here. But if there's a bad teacher, what do? When a teacher walks in
every day watching.
every day, yeah, every day gonna watch a movie, you know. So that's the thing that you should learn. If you want to watch a movie every day, it's okay because a teacher will be very happy that you are learning. That's the difference that I said. These are the lines that I said, the boundaries that I said. If you're gonna watch a movie, I want you to learn from that movie. Okay. I'm not a teacher, a lazy teacher who wants to come here and just have. Each time I speak to you guys, when you speak English, I leave you. You know? Okay, it's time. Is it time?
Yes.
Check how many minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 1 minute. Okay?
No minute.
No minutes. Okay,
No.
let me say this quickly. If you watch a movie, you gotta learn about the movie. Okay? If you watch a teacher, listen to the teacher, and watch the teacher, see the teacher, and open up your ears wide and your eyes wide and feel that and learn, have some knowledge from that. From today. Understand?
Yes.
The class, this is not a class. I was just trying to motivate you guys that when you are young, like this, take advantage of yourself, okay?
Okay.
When you're old, you're not gonna learn anything. It's harder to learn when you're too old.
Why? The